Good morning, or afternoon, or whatever you're watching this. Still haven't quite gotten down this whole idea of changing up the greeting or going away or goodbye, I guess, based on time. Anyway, right now we are going to go over the index function, and the index function is something that can be used to pull data, um, information from a cell based on its row and column. So, in short, it is a function and it starts off with index, and then you put in the range that you're looking for, and then the row number you want to pull, and then the column number. So, if we look at this as the range here, if you're looking for the row number, so row number 2, 3, 4, 5, say we wanted to pull row number 3, and then we wanted to pull column number 3, using that index function, we would pull up the letter J. And so let's look at that. If we look at our range, D7 to H11, row number 3, and then would we say column number 3, and you see that it returns J. So 3, J. So it's basically just looking at that cross-reference, the intersection of that row and that column. The only thing you need to remember with index is, again, just to put in your range, your row number, and your column number, and you'll get that back. So you can use this to typically be part of other extended formulas, which use functions. So if you needed to know what a value was to return into another function, you could use this index function to get that information. Let's just do some exercises real quick with it. So if we wanted to write an index function to return the letter F from this grid here, so we'll do it right here. So we start all our functions with equals, and we're using the index, so index, open parentheses, our array, we can just select that. We'll go D7 to H11. Put a comma for our row number, so we wanted to say row number, well, we want to choose an F, so our options are this F or this F. So let's go with this one. So that's in row 2, and it is in column number 3. I'm going to close the parentheses, and we see that we have an F. And again, if we had changed that to row 5 and column 2, we would also get the same result. So if we change that, row 5, column 2, we also get F. And I created this just as an example, and I numbered the columns here only so it would be easy. If we were to change this to change the range to just here, so let's do that and see what happens. How do we have to adjust those columns? So we'll say the range will now be here, and we'll keep our columns. So we have E8 to H11, and we've got a column 5, or sorry, row 5 and column 2. So we have an error because we don't have 5 rows in this column. So if we look at it, 1, 2, 3, we only have 4 rows. So if we change that to 4, now we have H. Why do we have H? Because we have 2 up here for our column. So if we're looking at this, we see our range. So we've gone 1, 2, 3, 4. If we go 2 over, we have H. We want to actually have 1 to hit that first column. Change that to 1, and now we get the right result. And we can go through the other steps here. What word do I spell if I return the following letters from the grid? So if you look up whatever your grid range is going to be, let's say that it's well, actually, this grid range is based on the that full D7 to H11. Then you're going to find all those. So if we look that up, D7 to H11, 2, 3. So 2, 3. We've got an F, 3, 5, 3, 5, L, 4, 3, 4, 3, I, and 2, 5, 2, all the way over to 5, and that's P. And so if we were to write those down, we would see the word flip. And what formulas would I use to spell the word job? So you can just go through and look at that formula. And again, if you want to use that same grid that I use, feel free to do that. But if you just use this, this smaller grid there, without the numbers involved, realize that your numbers might be different. So we'll go index. Let's just use a smaller grid for the, and then we'll say J is, we see is 3, 3, 3, comma, nope, I use that smaller grid, so it is not 3, 3, it is 2, 2. And B is, or sorry, an O is, would be 1, 2, 3, 1. So we can just copy this. What did I say, 3, 1? Nope, that is not. 1, 2. One, 2, oh, 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3. I don't believe in editing. And then B would be 1, 1. So if we copy that again, 1, 1. Can I get it on the first try? I can. So that is the index function. Feel free to leave any questions, comments. If you're a patron, you have access to this workbook and you can do practicing on your own with it. And I hope you enjoyed it and learned something. Thank you.